Welcome back, everybody, to That Range Lifer Show, sometimes about golf. This is episode 82, also featured here on Chris McEwen's YouTube channel slash page. Channel page, whatever you want to call it here on the interwebs. Make sure you're subscribing. Do us a favor. You know what? I don't even care if you like this video or not. Hit like. Those likes help us. All right, just do it. Give it a thumbs up, please. Maybe leave a comment below after you've watched a little bit of this and have some thoughts. Speaking of comments, I'm going to respond to a comment in a few moments here, but do us a favor, subscribe, like, hit the bell, get the notifications, all of that. You know, we've been teasing these videos coming all this year. You know, maybe some of them will. One of them did. We did that Sun Mountain video. That was pretty good.
It's true.
Pre-recording this show, we discussed another one we have up and coming. We'll see. That'll probably be a fall, maybe entering winter, but based on global warming, I don't know when the golf season's going to end this year. Right. Probably January.
I feel like we've got two later in the season videos that will hit pretty well.
Oh, I just thought of what one of those two is.
What the other one's going to be.
Yep. And I hope we have a few of those.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't wait. I can't wait for those videos. And I'm on the channel. Like, I don't even know what to tell you. Right. Side note, my wife made a comment the other day about me having a YouTube channel, and I clarified, like, no, I'm not on a YouTube channel. Huge thing. I felt like the biggest loser, being like, God, I really do have a YouTube channel commitment. Like, oh man, I'm just such a cool kid. Such a cool kid.
I've been over that forever. Most people are like, oh, that's pretty cool, at least to my face. Maybe behind my back.
Exactly.
This guy.
Exactly. Look, we get it. All right. Anyway, like, subscribe, do all the things. Please do all the things. We appreciate it. You know, hey, if you remember the 500 subscriber giveaway, it's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah.
You'll maybe win some stuff someday. All right. So one thing I want to hit on before you jump into the show, we're going to gear talk about a hit rangefinder in the value area of the market.
Okay.
Okay. Sneak peek. We're going to talk about that. You and I played some golf with the one and only J Armour of Sub 70, as well as Ryan Monday Q Info. We'll talk about all that.
By the way, look at us. We really, this was not a planned
thing at all. Here's what happened, Chris.
Here we are.
You showed up in your Chi Sub 70 shirt because you have a good Chi always. That's the thing they say about you. I happened to go. I was somehow ahead of schedule on you pre-recording, and I took a shower and I needed a clean T-shirt.
Gotcha.
And I picked what I call my pink lemonade Sub 70 T-shirt. I love this thing. Shout out Ryan Armour, Jay's brother.
For sure.
Head of Sub 70 Apparel. I love this shirt.
Yeah.
Losing some weight. Might need to get a smaller size in.
I know. It looks it's a little baggy on you, man.
Good thing I know.
Do you need to borrow one of my shirts?
No, you're like a size extra small. You beautiful little man, you. All right. Let's get into this question I got to answer. Scoob.
Okay.
I think it was last video you asked. Bill, do you hit, and I don't know what led him to ask this question per se, but I'll answer it. He asked, Bill, do you play a 10.5 degree loft in the tour edge driver turned down to a lower loft? No, I don't. I play a 10.5 standard loft on the C721 driver. I am not in the Pro 721 yet. I'll be honest, I don't see me going to it because the C721 has been that good for me. There's no need to. But no, I play 10.5 on the number. Center of gravity is a modern evolution of the game. 10.5 is not what it was when we were young boys. So I play 10.5 standard loft. Also, second question. He asked if I was born a right-handed shot playing hockey. Little tale here. Canadian hockey players are oftentimes left-handed.
Right.
And I think we've talked about it either on this show or the hit golf podcast, Lockdown Golf Podcast during coronavirus, that it is not uncommon for Canadian hockey players who are right-handed to be left-handed players because as kids, their dominant hand was their right hand. So that's what they put on the top of the stick and became lefty players.
Yeah.
So if you're a left-handed player, your right hand's on top, your left hand's on the bottom, therefore making you a left-handed player. Switch it around for right hand. Now, little piece of info here. When I was 2, I broke my left arm. That's a story. We won't tell it here. I broke my left arm, and so I, as you're going to do, if you're in a cast, you start using your other hand, right, when you're 2. And from that day forward, I was right-handed. I think I was born left-handed. I have a lot of lefties in my family. It would make sense. My mom's left-handed, my grandma's left-handed, my uncle's left-handed, etc. Yeah. I think I could have been born left-handed, and I played hockey right-handed my whole life. Like, I do have left-hand dominance for some things, like pool, eating with a fork or whatever.
Sure.
Like, I'm
the same way. Yeah. Brushing my teeth. I brush my teeth left-handed.
Oh, see, I use both because I'm a disaster of a human. But
do you have 2 toothbrushes? Why do you use? What do you mean use both?
I'm not gonna do the hand gesture because I just thought of that for a second. Yes, 2 toothbrushes. Side note: future.
I would have jiffed that so fast.
What is that? A peanut butter? I see what I did there. We should make a video sometime of the two toothbrush challenge. But anyway, right-handed hockey player my whole life. When I was playing a lot, like college, post-college, I could actually take a left-handed stick and play a little bit. By no means anywhere near as good, but like you gave me a little bit, I could get a feel for it and like shoot the puck, stick handle, whatever. But
yeah,
I wouldn't put me in a competitive game with it. Anyway,
got it.
There's your answer, Scoob. All right,
Scoob. Can I just say something real quick about Scoob? Scoob.
Yes,
Scoob. He, above anyone else, maybe as much as we do, appreciates our random cold opens so much. And I just want to make sure that I want to recognize that and tell him that I appreciate that.
Do you have anything to support that claim?
He sends me DMs all the time.
Oh wow.
About the cold opens. And he really enjoyed when I kind of snuck in the 3-2-1 count on you, and you were unprepared for
I'll just say, hey Scoob, thanks for the DMs too, you asshole. Seriously.
Yeah. So yeah. I just want to give a little Scoob appreciation, and you know, I don't want to dismiss any other viewers, but we've got I think
there's our viewers and there's Scoob. Let's be honest.
That's true. Right.
Let's be honest.
That's true.
All right, Scoob, love you. Thanks for watching. Keep it up. By the way, Chris and I have things related. I'll just say this: related to channels and what have you, to open up access to some golf courses in the Chicagoland area.
It's true.
It may be worth a trip out here for you. Just saying. All right. That Very said, true. Chris, why don't we start Gear Talk? Gear Talk. Chris, you are an unmeasurable amount of yards away.
Can you? Yeah. Am I zoomed in? I should have zoomed the camera when you did that, so it looked like you were actually.
If we were on top of our game, I like jammed the thing into my eye too. On top of it. Anyway, we're here to talk about the Zoom Focus X Rangefinder. All right, international company here in the States now. This is an interesting piece of equipment. Yes, the new hot market. I feel like I don't know how to hold this thing for the camera because, right? All right. So interesting piece of equipment. Like the new hot thing in the market is your value high-tech rangefinder.
Yeah. I feel like a few years ago it was like the white label golf ball, and now we've transitioned into this sort of rangefinder thing where they're kind of everywhere all the time.
Right. Yeah. So this one, that's interesting. And actually what caught my attention when I got sent this from our good friend, Mr. David Wheatley, he's like, you got to check this guy out. I Googled it. What do I need to know going into the review, which I don't like to do. I like to go into these things kind of blind. Let's be fair. I tested it before I did the Googling. You can get this through the #1 hot up and coming premier golf shop, Costco. Now,
can you really?
you can buy the Zoom Focus X through Costco. I'm sorry. Can you pronounce it the correct way?
The Costco.
Correct. But it's same thing, small package. Like I want to say it's like roughly $230 here in the States.
Okay.
Basic rangefinder stuff, right? Your distances and how far to a pin. It has the vibration on target lock kind of deal.
Haptic feedback, is that what it's called?
I have no idea.
I think that's what they call it.
I don't think they coined it as such in their products page, but you have that vibration feature when you lock on a target. But see that big red button, that's your power button, but you can't really see it on here. But right beneath here, there is a scope button.
Okay.
Or, I'm sorry, scope. Because I'm thinking scope. Slope is what they call it.
Slope on off. Okay.
So you can turn slope on and off. Speaking of, did you hear about that guy?
I did hear about that.
I think it was our buddy. We're going to talk about him later. Ryan Q Info posted the guy was playing and he retweeted like, my playing opponents noticed I had slope on. I didn't even realize it. And I had to DQ myself. I was like, oh, man.
Brutal.
Man. So anyway, slope button on here so it can be tournament legal, turn it on and off. Now, that's been the hot thing, right? Is who can produce think about it. It used to be like if you wanted slope in a rangefinder,
it's a big deal.
Minimum of $500.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you can get really nice ones that work well. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Are the optics are fine, but it's like the digital display is good. Does it look like you're looking through a $1,000 hunting scope? No.
Right.
It doesn't need to. I need to see 100 yards from me and be like, is that 103? Is it 105? Like that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
No, it's not that, but it's fine. I personally would rather save hundreds of dollars and not have it be super fancy in the display and give me slope. Give me these extra details I'm looking for.
Right.
And save the money. And that's at least one round of golf at Sand Valley up in Wisconsin.
It's true. Or you could buy like probably 10 sub 70 shirts.
I see what you did there. Well played. Absolutely. At least 10 of them. But so it has slope. It does meters and yards as well because it's European, right? You need to know how to do metras, right? Isn't that how you spell meters in Europe? METRES.
Metras, yeah.
Don't you dare call it the Metra. My bane of my existence. But so Zoom Focus X does slope, all that, $220 or $225, something like that here in the States. And there's one thing that's a little wild. I don't know about you. I hate the little battery that goes in a rangefinder. The little battery, you know?
Yes.
And oh shit, I have this $600 insert brand here that I spent a fortune on. It's useless to me because I have AAAs and AA's in my house. No, whatever that battery is.
What little tiny lithium, cell thing.
And you don't just swing over to your local Walgreens, CVS.
No.
Or as we might, the Jewels.
The Jewels, right. No, it's certainly not the Jewels. Yeah, that's a special order item.
You can go to Batteries Plus and get them. I'll tell you that. And I have one of those right next to my Ace Hardware, which might be hit or miss. They might have one too.
I couldn't tell you if there's a Battery Plus in the city limits.
There probably isn't. Or not where you live. Definitely not where you live.
No.
They'd be like, go to a battery store? What am I? Some sort of pigeon?
Why don't you just buy the new thing that needs a battery instead of replacing the battery? Just
You can't really see it here as I'm holding it. See that?
Yeah.
That's a USB port.
Is it a chargeable? It's chargeable?
USB chargeable.
That's a huge, to me, that is someone else posted on Twitter about a USB rechargeable rangefinder. And I think I'm super into that idea. I really like that idea.
Big time.
I'm surprised that it hasn't been a standard thing now
Here you go. Here. Let me give you a hypothetical, Chris. You and I go. You know what? This is it. We're gonna go to Lasonia, Erin Hills, and Sand Valley. Big Wisconsin trip.
Yeah.
Middle. Those three places are in the middle of effing nowhere.
Right.
I know where some Walgreens and CVS's are in relation to Sand Valley, but it's a 40-minute drive.
Yeah. God, everything is.
Oh, where do I get a battery? I'll guarantee you aren't going to find that battery at a Walgreens in Mauston, Wisconsin. Just telling you.
Right.
I can't wait. I hope somebody watches and goes, oh yeah, I'm in Mauston, Wisconsin. Look, I found one. Maybe you can't. I don't know where you get that there. I don't know. But I did bring my laptop, or at least my like iPhone charger. I'll just plug
my
this
little
in.
charge brick. Yeah.
I'm just gonna plug this guy in. I mean, frankly, I'll plug it into my car.
Right.
My car, my laptop, the cart at some courses you're playing. Like, there's a million places you can charge this thing on if you lose power. Now, here's the one thing, to be fair. Bill, how long does it last between charges? I don't know. That's on me. When I was writing the review, I went, you know what? I should have tested that in some way, shape, or form, but it's like I played a handful of rounds with it. It's irrelevant because I think I'd have to wait. This may be hyperbolic when I say it. I'd have to wait months.
Potentially, yeah.
I mean, think about the battery, the little stupid battery.
I was about to say, I've had my rangefinder for 2 years probably, and I think the battery's just starting to go on it. So
I forgot about our round of golf. Your battery is absolutely going on it.
Right.
We have the same rangefinder as our gamers, Chris. We have the same rangefinder. Never replaced a battery on it since I've had it. Have I replaced a battery on a rangefinder before? Sure. They last a while. I don't know how long these go. I have, let's just check. I've had this thing a couple weeks now.
The thing
still there.
At the end of the day, though, with that sort of charging mechanism, it doesn't really matter that much. If it lasts around, that's good. Okay, great.
You know what? If you gripe about it, not lasting long enough, like it's going to, you're not, let's be honest, realistically, you're not playing more than 36 holes in a day. Yeah. You're just not, especially not right now. Hey, hashtag pace of play conversation. You're not playing more than 36 holes a day. This will last you 36 holes on a charge, I'm sure.
Right.
But listen, Boomer, get all this. Like, well, I didn't bring my cable. I don't want to bring a charge brick. Like, everything charges. You have a cell phone.
Right.
If you've bought a cell phone, but after 2010, oh, shout out my kids popping up when I lifted it up. If you've bought a cell phone after 2010, USB charging is part of your life. They don't even bother with like a straight in plug anymore. They just don't.
Right.
You're okay here.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Am I telling you this is the same as a lot of those $600, $500 rangefinders, $450? No. It's not supposed to be. Listen, when you're spending $200 on technology that goes push a button and I can tell you something. I want to say the range is like roughly 656 yards.
Yeah.
It's a weird number because the number they advertise is in metros again.
Isn't right. Right.
But like you just push a button. It's like, oh, that's 236 yards away from you. Oh, and by the way, it's playing 247.
Right.
Just so you know.
Right.
For $200, like you have to have some sacrifices somewhere.
Right. And I think the other kind of selling point to that sort of lower cost is you don't have to treat it like it's made of gold.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like when you have something when you have a $500 rangefinder, it's kind of like you don't want it bouncing around in the cart. You're worried about it falling out of the pouch, the whole thing. Like you lose this one, that sucks, but like it could have been much worse.
How many rounds let's just say you roughly play 4 rounds a month. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Out of those 4, how many are you like laying in bed one night going, did I bring my rangefinder home?
It's true.
And when I'm doing that over I'll be honest, $300 is a big number for me. Like
Yeah.
The first good rangefinder I had was, how do you say it? Leopold,
Oh yeah.
Laupold,
Right.
Lowpold. You pick whichever one you like. I had one of those, but roughly $350, and every freaking time I'd be pulling off like the side of the road going, did I put my rangefinder in my car, in my bag? And I did. And so like same thing. And I went through a spell where I took my current gamer out for a while. I'm like, you know what? I have so many. Oh, humble brag here. Humble brag. Running a golf website, which by the way, sounds like a humble brag. Trade spots with me and see how much fun it is to run a golf website. And tell me if it's worth this. I have so many of these like value rangefinders at this point where I'm going, why don't I just put one of those in my bag and I won't lose it. I had one starting to crap out on me, and not this one, not this guy.
Yeah.
I probably just jinxed it. That's on me. Not them. That's on me. Shouldn't have said that out loud. So I put the good one back in. I have been so neurotic since I put the expensive one back in. Like, I can't replace that thing. It's too expensive. My wife will kill me. Like, hey, sorry, I lost a $500 rangefinder. I got to buy a new one. And then she'd be like, just use one of your cheap ones. I'm like, that's not the point here. Anyway, Zoom Focus X rangefinder. Check it out. DriveRangeHeroes.com. Pretty nice little, and here, I said this to you before the mics went hot.
That's right.
One of the things that I can't stand in budget rangefinder land, that's a lot to say. Blue Tees was close. Even our friends at Shot Scope. Yeah. They weren't there. I want to say I have a Tech on the site. An
X7.
I haven't done that. Tech. Is that Tech? I don't know.
No, that's a different company.
But there's a whole bunch. You know what I've noticed about the budget ones are like, we have slope and good optics and an affordable package. They all are big. Yeah. And you think about, I'll just say without naming names, I think of our gamer, very small and compact in your hand. Yep. I think of the Laupold. I think that's how you pronounce it. Right. It's not how you pronounce it, Bill. Yeah, thank you. That one, small in your hand. All of them is these budget ones. Like, I don't know what it is, but they're huge. They're not super comfortable. This guy, great shape and profile in the hand, like super comfortable.
Nice.
It's not insignificant to me. Like that is not lost. I don't know if I talked about that enough in the review, so maybe that's why you got to watch the show, not just read the reviews. But it's not lost on me. I love how nice and comfortable this guy is in the hand. So Zoom Focus X, I would show you the case. It comes with a really nice hard shell case. I'll just say you witnessed another brand's hard shell case literally rip off my bag last time we played golf together.
I did see that. That was disappointing.
Don't see that happening with this guy, but it's on my bag right now, so I can't show you here. But it comes with a really nice case. The USB cable, it's almost like you open it up and go, that's it.
Right. And then you use it for 5 years.
Yeah. So shout out to this guy. Great, easy investment. Can't go wrong. And look, when you're looking for your new Costco wedges or putter, some of the hottest posts on my website.
Yeah. As well as this channel.
Maybe pick up the Zoom Focus X rangefinder. I think they still have it there. I think. Only way you find out, go to Costco. Let me know. And if you see a good deal on a 60-inch TV, 60 inch or so, let me know. All right. Leave it in the comments. All right, Chris. That's Gear Talk. All right. I'm 3 for 3 on the claps into the show segments this week. Not a big
deal. It's true, man. You're
hot. I'm hot.
Hot clap streak.
Just in time for you to go on vacation.
It's true.
So you and I played the golfs.
We did
this week. Look at us. We played with I was talking about Ryan in our t-shirts earlier. Played with Jay Armour of Sub 70 Golf at the Prairie Landing Golf Club, aka Bill Bush's 2009 wedding venue. Not a big deal. And we got to golf with a friend of the program, Ryan French, aka Monday Q Info, aka at A Case of the Golf 1 on the Twitters. And every time I talk to him, I don't know about you. You don't talk to him as much as I do. I heard that come out of my mouth. That's not how I meant it. But I think one of the first things I said to him was he came off of the week caddying for Mark Baldwin at the Barracuda Championship, a PGA Tour event. And I'm like, was it weird for a guy playing in the PGA Tour to go, there are people here following me because of my caddy who isn't even a real caddy.
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to downplay Ryan, but like, I know Ryan. I've been to Ryan's house. Like, he's a pretty humble brag. He's a regular dude. He's like you and me.
Yeah.
And to be like, I'm walking around a golf course in the middle of God knows where with fans had to be wild.
It's true. Yeah.
And here he was chopping up. Well, I say chopping up. He was not. You and I were certainly chopping up around Prairie Landing Golf Course for
That's
sure.
True.
But it was a lot of fun playing golf with those guys.
It was an absolute blast. It was one of the more fun rounds of golf of the year for me, even though, we did not show up well. We played some game called Scotch. I don't know how it works. I don't know what the rules are. All I know is
why do you have to say it like that and know you hit like a sore subject with me?
That's true. But back to Ryan real quick.
Wait, no. Did they take any money from you?
Sure.
Okay, good. That makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah, I tried. Yeah, I'm not going to get into the amount, but they took money from me.
Let's play this way. I paid for dinner.
Did you? That's good.
And I'm okay with it. And it was good.
Yeah, you guys there was like $2 tacos or something that I couldn't hang out for.
You missed out, man.
Which is a bummer. Yeah. Anyways, back to Ryan real quick. I had interviewed him on the podcast, Golf Origin Stories, way back.
Yeah.
Obviously, we went back and forth on Twitter and things like that. But in person, like he's the same dude. He's just as genuine, if not more so. Because we were saying and joking about some things that you could only say and joke about on the golf course. But yeah, he was just a blast to meet in person. Yeah, yeah, now Bill's remembering some of the things that we were talking about.
The anchor joke of the day just came rushing back to me. I'm like, oh boy.
Oh God. But I mean, yeah, it was just, those dudes are a lot of fun, man. They were, and it was a really, really fun round of golf.
I think one thing that stood out to me that we'll talk about in some way, shape, or form in a couple weeks. We have the sub 70 849 Pro driver review coming up.
Yeah.
That's what Jay's playing in his bag. So since we've known those guys, I've played golf with Jay a few times. Yeah. He's always had some sub 70 iron and a wedge combination. I can't tell you. I remember what he was doing fairway wood. He doesn't play hybrids. He plays utility irons, and that was sub 70 as well. But he's never played, since I've been golfing with him, a sub 70 driver, and he put the 849 Pro in, and like that guy was at least for 2/3 of the round was walloping that driver around the golf course.
Yeah, for sure.
And then there's that piece of me. It's like, God, I remember what it was like to be 30, and then like, oh wait, he's the same age as me. God damn it.
Yeah, he could run into a golf ball for sure. I think he was always last to hit from the fairway every time.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But man, that was fun. They're good people.
It was fun.
You and I, it's funny because we've played golf a handful of times as I've been saying, like post the incident from my health.
Right.
And I'm like, whoa, man, minus maybe our Bartlett Hills round where I was like, 2 weeks out of the hospital on that thing. And I'm like, Chris,
if that, yeah.
Every day, I'm not sure what part of my left side I'm not going to be able to feel.
Right.
But
legitimately, yeah, for real.
Even still, like the radioactive spot, I'm like, man, I'm on to something. And, when we played at the one course a couple of weeks ago, I was playing good golf. I don't know what happened this day. just a hot mess. And I'm like, I think we were on like the 7th hole, and I told you, like, I don't want to play golf anymore. I mean, I'm happy, like, I'm having a blast with the boys, hanging out. I can't tell you how much I don't want to be hitting a golf ball right now. Like, if you said to me, hey, tell you what, you don't have to play the rest of the way in, I think it would, that's fine. I'll just ride the cart. I'll be that guy. No problem.
Yeah.
And I think I found like a quick spell of like 2-3 holes. We're like, no, I know what I'm doing. That's okay.
I feel like you came around late in that round. You had some shots late. I
don't worry.
Early, you had some weird, just bad luck. Like, I don't know. Like the clubs that you usually hit for a certain distance weren't going the right distance, or they were kind of fading a little bit more, and you were falling into traps and things like that. Which I
caught a lot of bad bounces too.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like that was a bit discerning for you.
I think I said by the end of that round, I'm like, I am not post the health incident. I am not in a place. I am ready to prepare. I'm prepared to battle mental struggles on a golf course.
Right.
Like, I don't know how to mentally dig in and survive here.
Yeah.
I mean, these are the problems we face. I know, very serious. And what am I going to do? Life or death situations.
Yeah,
obviously.
Golf's so hard. I know. Yeah.
God, that was so much fun, though.
So much fun. And I have a very positive update on my hybrid woes, as you saw during that round.
Oh, let's talk about that for a second. Chris McEwen, this guy here, I think I've said on this show, he's been hitting this Tour Edge C721 hybrid unbelievably all year, just spanking it like 3-wood distance if he needs to. Just I mean, I haven't seen Chris hit any of his clubs this well, but this thing and him were meant to be, and just automatic. And I show up to this GD round.
That's true.
And I mean, we're talking like topping the ball, hitting it fat, where it's like just
brutal.
If you've heard on the show, I go, I can't believe he's never broken 80. Like, if after watching him hit this hybrid, I'm surprised he's broken 100.
Yeah.
I mean, just a disaster to the point where I'm going, what happened? So that's the situation. This is what we're getting an update on.
Yeah, I still don't know what happened. It just kind of left me. It was very surprising. But yeah, to your point, like, it was my like security blanket off the tee, just put it out there, always on the fairway, pretty little draw. It was like just a wonderful, wonderful club. And I love the thing.
That nice, like medium, just piercing.
Yeah. Great flight on it.
Flight. Yeah.
Yeah. And then one day it just was not there. And so this morning I went out and played with, the nephew, the Riv.
I did see him post. He was on a golf course, but nothing about you. So yeah.
Yep. It was, he was with me.
Where'd you guys play?
White Pines.
Okay.
Yeah. Cart path only. Just kind of brutal.
Oh, that's right. We got torrential downpour yesterday.
Yeah. You guys did. We didn't. We got no rain here, which is weird.
Weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, got there early, spent about 15 to 20 minutes at the little range there, only hitting hybrid. And like literally
good range
only hitting hybrid. Like, I got to figure this thing out because it's such a great club in my bag. I can't not have this club in my bag. And I got it figured out on the range and on the course. Back, I have some confidence in it again. I was playing it off the deck, off the tee, whenever I needed it. It's just wonderful to have back, and I missed it terribly. But now I'm hoping that I have solved that puzzle.
Do you remember when we played the golfs at that really nice private golf course a couple of weeks ago?
I do.
And the back nine, I want to say it was, there's that par 3 where our nephew left. I want to say it was par 4 back down the property. And then there's that weird one where you can't hit driver with just a ton of bunkers. And you had it like a precision layup off the tee. And I went Tour Edge EXS Pro Hybrid. Do you remember that shot?
I do. Yeah.
What a golf shot.
Yeah.
What a golf club.
God,
what a golf club. What a golf club.
It was that yeah, man.
Boy, and I remember like you and our host being like, you get like kind of like, I don't want to, not to be dramatic, but like for lack of a better term, a little awestruck by it. I'm like, oh yeah, I do that all the time.
Oh, for sure. That was the whole, I think I went to the trap left because I had hit a 5-iron because I didn't have my confidence in the hybrid. And yeah, you just hammered.
And then I went, forever. Oh, great. I have like a 72-yard shot over 7,000 bunkers because this is like the most obscene green I've ever seen. I guess I hit full lob wedge swings now, which I never do.
Yeah.
Still walked out of there with a par. Man, God, I
remember that.
That was a great golf day.
We've had some really good ones this year. We just talked about Prairie Landing with Ryan and Jay with, at the super secret private golf club. That was a something, man. We've had some good rounds.
We have,
for sure.
All right. I feel like it's a good place to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Reflecting on the positivity of the year we've had, which
that's right. I got to do this. Hold on.
Do it.
The travel fedora is back.
Oh my God,
ladies and gentlemen.
That is. Listen, there's a guy who wears this hat.
Look how great this hat is.
I'll wear this hat on the golf course, no problem. And elsewhere, that hat is insufferable, and you're an old trying to be a cool kid. I have no problem saying that.
I'm okay with it. You know why? Because I love this hat. I don't care who doesn't love it. Do you want the backstory of this hat?
Well, you still
won't appreciate it, but there is a backstory.
No, I won't.
To it.
I won't appreciate it. But the most important part is you're going somewhere to utilize it. That's even better. Don't get Delta variant and give it to people. Whatever you do, that's all I ask of you.
I'm going to try my best.
But tell us the backstory of the hat.
I bought this hat. God, now it's probably been 8 years now. It's a great shape too. Look, it's a wonderfully. Anyways, I bought this hat in Rome, Italy, in an alley from a guy in a stand. And we got the haggle, and it was a whole thing. And I bought the hat, and it became from that point on my de facto sort of travel hat. So it's been to Rome, it's been to Barcelona, it's been to Amsterdam, it's been to Punta Cana, it's been to Mexico, it's been where else have I gone? Paris. It's gone all over.
This has been one of the douchiest things you've ever presented on the show.
How could it be douchey? Traveling the world is douchey? I didn't realize that. I didn't realize broadening.
Did you know I've been to my horizons and this place? And hey, do you remember
I'm very proud of my travels.
Do you remember when
I'm very appreciative of my travels.
Do you remember when you glue a puzzle together and frame it? That said,
so
it's a cool.
Anytime I like to go, and I'm not leaving the country technically speaking this time. I'm staying within the U.S. but leaving the contiguous U.S. This hat comes back out, and I get to wear it, and I love it.
I mean, it's tough because like the story and the fact that you bought it in an alley in Rome and have like stuck to the concept's cool.
Florence, Venice, just 3 other places I've gone.
Take it easy, hotshot.
Madrid.
Do you know I'm a big deal? I'm an oil
Look, man. You're talking to a poor kid that grew up in Carpentersville, and now I get to go and see all these places.
You're an oil man. I get it. You
started from the bottom, and now I'm here.
Stop it. Shut up. You're better than this. All right. This is That Range Life, episode 82. That's Chris McEwen. This is, as always, his YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification button so you get all the heads up like, yo, them boys got a new video you got to watch.
Right. We're doing stuff.
Riveting, we know.
And you may want to hit the bell specifically, maybe possibly for next week's fill-in co-hosts.
God, if that it's 50-50, it could fall through, but if I get that, It is going to be, I think, selfishly. Let me hit the mic if you
Bill's excited.
A fun show.
Yeah.
But yeah, hit the bell. You won't want to miss it if it comes together. Hopefully, Mr. Panama Jack over here will be able to edit and post the video still. But
I will be.
Do that. Check him out at Chris McEwen on all the social medias, at Range Heroes for me, driverangeheroes.com, where you can find the Zoom Focus X Rangefinder review we talked about. Oh, wait. What else do we have this week? The 1920s McGregor Gosum post from the vintage range hero, Justin Thompson. I'm not going to lie. I read the thing and I was like, let me shoot this guy text. I need you to find me a set ASAP. For what? I have these Hickory clips. I've never played any of the Hickory, let alone any of the like cool 50s and 60s classic 70s stuff Chris and I have. I haven't played any of them.
Yeah.
But I need them.
Right.
So anyway, I was like, look. Anyway, check them out. Super cool. Like I said, driverangeos.com. Thank you for watching. Chris, have a great vacation. I will genuinely miss you, and you know that's true. Thankfully, I can still text message you. That Range Life 82. Thanks for joining. We'll see everybody next week.